pourrais nous décrire un peu de quelle manière, toi et tes coéquipiers, vous avez utilisé le match de ce soir comme préparation pour Milan, puis dans quel état psychologique tu trouvais ce soir avant le match puis pendant le match?
Ben, tu sais, je pense que ça sera un mix des deux. Je pense que, tu sais, veux pas. Ce match, on savait que ça allait être difficile physiquement, mentalement, mais je pense que les filles ici à Montréal, on est super excitées de finir ça en force. Puis je pense d'utiliser l'énergie de la foule qui était là ce soir derrière nous. Personnellement, individuellement, toutes les filles étaient là et prêtes à jouer 60 minutes. On est super contents de comment on a commencé avec les 2 goals sur le powerplay. Je pense que ça a bien commencé. Puis en troisième, je pense qu'on n'a pas sorti comme on le voulait. Mais je pense qu'on a réussi à vraiment les garder à l'extérieur. Anne ne veut pas, fait un job incroyable. Puis non, on est super contente de finir 15 matchs ici où qu'on est. Puis je pense que c'était très cool sur la glace à la fin de recevoir l'amour de tous les fans pour notre chemin vers les Olympiques. Là.
Excellent. Le jeu de puissance fonctionne bien, en tout cas depuis les dernières rencontres. Aujourd'hui aussi, on l'a bien vu. Selon toi, les ajustements, qu'est-ce qui a fait la différence pour monter à ce niveau-là et que les pourcentages soient là?
Oui, je pense qu'il y a encore de la place à l'amélioration. Je pense que dans les matchs, on a eu la chance de scorer. Les 2 powerplays apportent beaucoup, 2 différents set-up un petit peu. Mais de voir aujourd'hui que ça a fonctionné 2 buts, c'est gros. Je pense dans des matchs, dans la LPHF, chaque avantage numérique, c'est quelque chose qui est gros. Ça peut nous gagner une partie ou la faire perdre. Puis aujourd'hui, d'avoir 2 buts, c'est magnifique. Mais je pense aussi que c'est une attitude. À chaque fois que tu as un avantage numérique, d'avoir cette attitude-là que tu veux faire la différence. Puis je pense que de changer ce mindset-là des derniers matchs, je pense que ça fait une différence.
Philippe, pourrais-tu juste préciser un peu ta pensée quand tu dis qu'on est content d'être tout ce qu'on est après 15 matchs? Par rapport à quoi? Comment tu t'expliques ça?
Ben, je pense que, tu sais, veut pas un 15 matchs dans le LPHF, il va y avoir des hauts, des bas, il va y avoir des matchs où que ça va pas autant bien. Mais je pense que la réponse qu'on a eue tout au long les 15 premiers matchs, c'est à chaque match, il y a quelque chose qu'on fait de mieux. À chaque match, on veut prendre quelque chose qu'on est satisfait, on veut se rendre meilleur du côté des avantages numériques, 5 contre 5, mettre des lancers au filet. Tu sais, aujourd'hui, on aurait pu avoir 4 buts wrap-around. Fait que c'est toutes des différentes façons de marquer des buts, puis encore de l'amélioration. Mais je pense où qu'on est, de voir où qu'on s'en va. Il y a du potentiel, mais on est encore prêt à s'améliorer de match en match.
Natalie, what has been this preparation for the Olympics been like for you? Obviously coming to the PWHL, going to the Olympics tomorrow. What's the preparation been like for you and preparing yourself for going to?
Yeah, I think it's huge. I mean, playing alongside the best players and being able to practice against them every day, I find it as an advantage for sure to be going into the Olympics, and I'm sure my teammates feel the same way. And we made such a huge jump in the last 4 years, and obviously we want to be matching the best, and we do want to give them a little hell out there. So. Just trying to develop, grow the game, grow my game, and be able to help our team as much as we can, and hopefully, put up a good matchup against the best teams out there.
How would you describe how your role will be with the national team compared to what it is with Victoire?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think in general, it's always a little bit different with the national team compared to the PWHL for sure. I think for all of us that are playing in the PWHL, we do have to step up when we are there with the national team 100%. We are the expectation is high, especially because we are playing alongside these guys against them all the time. So I think we will play a bigger role in there. In order to be able to match them up, and I think it definitely changes. You gotta switch the gear a little bit, but with that being said, I think we are gonna go have fun as much as we have fun here with the Montreal Victoire. Gonna have fun with the national team. Excited to see the girls get together. Will be kind of fun to see Pooh on the other side for a bit too. So excited for it.
Dans les derniers matchs, il y a quand même plusieurs joueuses qui sont passées à droite de toi et Abby. à quel point tu as ton mot à dire dans ce genre de décision-là? Puis est-ce qu'un des souhaits pour la deuxième moitié de saison va être justement de trouver quelqu'un avec qui vous allez pouvoir peut-être jouer sur une plus grande séquence de matchs là, sans que le trio change?
Ah oui, ben tu sais, à la fin de la journée, tu sais, on croit en les entraîneurs. C'est eux qui sachent un petit peu où qu'on s'en va. Puis tu sais, à la fin de la journée, on va avoir 4 lignes qui est capable de créer, capable de jouer offensif, défensif. Je pense qu'à la fin de la journée, pour nous, c'est vraiment avec Sky, avec Nat, avec Lina, tu sais, il y a encore du potentiel, puis on veut continuer à trouver cette personne-là. Puis je pense que chaque personne apporte quelque chose de différent, puis c'est ça qui est le fun. La LPHF, tout le monde a un rôle qui peut apporter tellement. Puis, tu sais, ça change les lignes. C'est ça le sport professionnel. Je pense que c'est juste d'être prêt match après match, où que tu vas être. Sur la première, deuxième, peu importe. Mais je pense que tu as la chance d'embarquer sur la glace. Veux pas, faut que tu performes. Puis, je pense que chaque joueuse ont fait qu'est-ce qu'il y avait à faire. Puis, je pense qu'à la fin de la journée, ça va être à Kori puis le groupe d'entraîneurs-chefs à prendre la décision.
C'est dur quand même excuse-moi, je jump. C'est dur quand même pour toi de changer constamment, tu sais, de t'adapter à une nouvelle joueuse. Tu les connais, mais en même temps, dans une situation de match, là, de switcher constamment, de te rock à qui tu es habitué. Là. Et quand tu vois Lina, justement, une après l'autre, là, ça switch. Puis là, même dans le même match, tu as eu Laura aujourd'hui un peu. Fait, comment tu vis ça, toi, personnellement, comme joueuse de centre?
Ben, je pense qu'il faut juste être prête à tout. Je pense que, tu sais, oui, ça change assez rapidement. Des fois, tu penses que tu vas avec quelqu'un puis ça change, mais je pense que ça fait partie du jeu. Je pense que le match va très vite. Des fois, il y a des choses qu'il faut changer. Puis, oui, des fois, ça prend par surprise, mais je pense qu'à la fin de la journée, quand la rondelle est sur la glace, veux pas, tu mets ta tête en bas puis tu vas travailler. Puis, peu importe qui est là. Puis, je ne mentirais pas, je peux jouer dans cette ligue-là. Puis, les filles que j'ai la chance de jouer avec, c'est un honneur. Puis, peu importe qui va être là. Puis, quand on revenait, je pense que la décision va se faire éventuellement.
For Natalie, just scoring that first goal, we're talking a lot about that position on the first line. Do you feel like that was kind of a way to send a message that you deserve that spot and that you have a spot there?
I wouldn't look at it that way. I think the power play created great momentum coming into it, so putting one away was huge for us. I'm obviously glad that I could help in any way possible, so getting one there felt good, but it's just, you're playing among the best players, like it really doesn't matter. Every time you go out there, you want to give it your best, and I'm happy it went well for all of us tonight. I think we had a really good, complete game as a team, and just as I said kind of before, just growing, keep developing, keep getting better as a team, as individuals, and being able to put it collectively together is huge for us.
Marie-Philippe, it's your fifth Olympics. Your body kind of trains itself to be ready for February every 4 years. Obviously, this year's a little bit different. Do you feel that muscle memory is kind of kicking in, even though you don't have the centralization to lead up? That you're getting ready for the Olympics, and what's that preparation been a little bit different this year?
Yeah, for sure. Like you mentioned, we usually are in Calgary for 6 months. We're together 24/7, so it is different. But like Nat say, there's no better way to prepare to be able to practice and play with the best against the best. And obviously it is all new, and it's whoever is going to be ready to adapt, ready to go when the Olympics is going to start on February 5th. That's that. There's no excuses. Yes, it's different, but different doesn't mean it's not good. It means it's great. It's whoever, again, those games, like we've probably never played a game before we fly the next day, but that's part of it, and it's how we're gonna recover, how we're gonna eat, how we're gonna make sure we're ready to go when we get on that plane tomorrow. And obviously it's fun. It's pretty awesome to just jump on that ice and to see all the Olympians that plays for different countries, and that's what this league is all about. We want to grow the game all together. We get to go to the Olympics all together, and obviously we wear the different jerseys, but at the end of the day, we want everybody to succeed and do well. Je sais pas si ça va être la meilleure, là.
Non, mais parce que c'était... Non, mais c'est ton état d'esprit à quelques heures, de sauter dans l'avion, justement.
Je pense que c'est différent. On l'a mentionné, d'habitude, on est centralisé, on s'en va à Calgary pour 6 mois. Mais à la fin de la journée, ça va être les équipes qui vont être prêtes à adapter à travers la différente... comment qu'on se prépare pour les Jeux. Puis, pour nous, avec l'équipe Canada, on a eu la chance d'avoir quelques camps au mois de septembre où on a la chance de connecter, on a eu des Zooms. Mais chaque équipe se prépare différemment, un petit peu à l'écart. Mais à la fin de la journée, cette ligue-là crée les meilleurs. On a la chance de jouer contre Mais on veut tout le monde qui ait du succès. Ça, c'est quelque chose qui fait que cette ligue est très spéciale. C'est des filles qui vont sur différents pays, qui vont représenter, ils vont avoir des chandails différents. Mais à la fin de la journée, de se voir dans le village olympique, de jouer contre, veut pas, c'est quand même cool de voir ça. Puis juste un petit allô, ça veut tout dire. Là. C'était pas aussi bon, je m'excuse. Merci.
Merci beaucoup. Feels happy where the team is after 15 games. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I think our path through 15 games has been anything but linear, and I think that teams have to go through different ups and downs, sideways, back, before they can kind of go forward. And I thought tonight just spoke to the direction that our team is going in, and that these are some of the results that we've probably expected to have in some of our previous games, and for whatever reason we didn't, but tonight we did, and it felt like a pretty solid game.
What do you think has been the biggest improvement of your team since the beginning of the season?
I'm really satisfied with our defensive game. I think leading the league in least amount of goals against is something that we can be proud of, but probably something that not everybody would talk about. So that has been really a bright spot for us, and the depth of being able to be hard to play against has been great. Our PK has been great, and our power play has been going up and up. So overall, I'm pretty satisfied with the first 15 games, and I think that our lineup allows us to have a result like we did tonight.
In preparation for tonight's game, did you have a specific message for your Olympic players, and how to approach tonight?
No, not really, because I kind of read off of them when they come into the room for the hockey talk before the game, and I could tell that the group was in a really good spot. They were energetic, they were laughing and chit-chatting, and my jokes were actually funny in the hockey talk tonight. So I think that they were in a good place, and honestly, we haven't really been talking about it. We've just been kind of living in the moment and where we're at, and that's been something that has been really important to our group. So I think that there was a lot of excitement in the room because people are going to the Olympics. Some people are getting the chance to see family and friends with a week off or a more active recovery week. So I think that there was just a lot of energy in the room, so I don't know if anything needed to be said.
Hi, Kori.
Hi.
We know Natalie Mlynkova can score 4 goals this year with only 30 minutes of play on average. Are you satisfied with what you're seeing from her so far, and what is the plan for that second half of the season once you come back from the Olympics?
Yeah, I really liked how Nat came out tonight. She started as the 13th forward, and she got some pretty regular shifts based on how she was playing. And, we kind of threw, I would say, like a kid line together with her, Skylar, and Dara. I would still say Dara is probably still on the younger side of the group. And then they scored that goal. And so I think where Nat is, she's a very spunky player. She brings a lot to the table in terms of her energy, her ability to score. She can play on special teams. She plays 5-on-5. So, but I still think that there's room to grow in her game as well. And I thought that there was a really important moment in the second period where she had a lot of pressure at the red line, and she chipped it in. Where I think in earlier games in the season she might have tried to make one more move before making that play. So I think we continue to see growth in her game, and putting her in different situations helps with that as well. So liked what we saw from her tonight.
Troy was saying that last time I saw Anne this dialed in was lead up to 2022. Obviously she's been great since she's been with Victoire with you, but do you see a little bit different? How do you see her game developing to where it is right now?
Yeah, Anne is a really kind of mature hockey mind with our group. She never takes herself too seriously, and I think that that's a big part of it as well. Like, she understands the game, she's dialed in, but then again, she's not like a high maintenance goalie either. She very much reads the situation in the room for what it is, and I really value, in the TV timeouts when she comes to the bench, she'll chime in with something like, hey, they're getting on the offensive side of us. Like, we just need to take one step back and get under sticks. Or on the PK, we really need to lateral flush that flanker. Like, she's a really smart hockey mind, and I think that allows her to stay dialed in. And I think that the D core in front of her give her a lot of confidence, but she gives them a lot of confidence as well. So I would agree with Troy. I haven't seen her this dialed in as she is right now, and she's at the top of her game right now, and it's lucky for us with Montreal and lucky for us with Team Canada. So she is a student of the game. She understands the game, and she keeps maturing as a pro. I think that that's really important. Yeah.
Hi. Out of the kind of combinations you've tried alongside Poulin and Rock, is there one that kind of stands out as something you'd maybe pursue after the Olympic break?
Yeah, I mean, we're testing the waters right now with different combinations. Obviously, you see Stacy side by side with Pooh, and that's a great combination as well. And it's not to say that they'll never go back together again, but we're also trying to look for different combination and depth pieces throughout our lineup. Like, we're a stronger team when Stace is on a different line, and we're strong when they're on the same line. So it's just a matter of finding that good balance. And I thought Stacy, Jade, and Shy had a lot of really great looks tonight. They're big, they're fast, they're a bit mean, they've got good sticks, they can defend. So it really does give a dynamic second line. And then, to answer your real question, we'll see who that might be. Like, it might be Stacy, it might be Skylar, it might be Nat. It could be anyone. It could be Jade. There's different, and that's, I think, the beautiful thing about our lineup this year is that there are a lot of key pieces who possess the qualities to be able to play on that line, and now it's just a matter of how do we get it rolling 5-on-5. So we'll see.
One last one. So you
No,
okay. Going to the, given how everything's gone in 2022, going into the Olympics tomorrow, what's your mindset going into that?
Yeah, I have to pack. That's one. No, I'm partially packed, but I've really tried to stay focused on what we had here with Montreal. Like, we did lay a lot of the foundation with Team Canada leading up to our PWHL season starting, and then in through the rivalry series and the training blocks. So, we're heavily relying on some of that intel and information. And, my role with the national team is the penalty kill, which is something that I really love. And the cool thing about, the opponents at the Olympics is that every power play is unique and dynamic, and it's short term. So you have to find a solution for that one power play for that game. And, so, it's after tonight and I'm enjoying this win, I will then shift my mindset to Team Canada and continuing on with the EXO preparation for that.
It's been 4 or 5 games for Laura Stacey, maybe harder for her in the sense that, she had misses today, but she was, pointless before that for like 4 or 5 games. Is Team Canada assistant coach kind of worried about that, coming in with the Olympics? And is the Montreal coach thinks that it's exactly what she needs to maybe regain her confidence and come back, and being able to do what she does well and put points on the board?
Yeah, I think most games Stacey has a breakaway attempt, another grade A chance. Tonight she missed a wide open wraparound, so I'm not worried about where she's at, where her game is at. I think, she is probably squeezing her stick a little too tight right now. I'd be worried if she wasn't getting the chances, and she is. And you know, like we're coaching to win with Montreal right now, and what's best for Montreal. We know that if Pooh and Stace play together on the Olympic team, that they're going to be very happy to be, you know, reunited, and they're going to know they've been playing together for the past 2 years. So 3 games of not playing on the same line is not going to take away from that. So no, I'm not worried at all. Like, Stace had a breakaway tonight. She did a wraparound, and it should have went in. She had some good power play looks. She's getting the chances. It's just not going in right now. So.
About the power play, the second unit, do we say unit or play?
Unit.
The second unit scored like 4 of the last 5 goals on the power play. Are you surprised of how they perform, and also how nice or reassuring is it for a coach to have 2 pretty strong power play units?
Yeah, I mean, you know, they've got some heavy shooters on the second unit from the top, and in the women's game, having a threat at the top is crucial, because it forces your PKers to honor that. And so, you know, the way that Maggie gets her shot away very quickly to the net, Tabes as well. And then, you know, really liking what we're seeing with if Erin is on that second unit and her kind of connection with Murphy. And then, you know, if it's Gauze and Erin on that first unit, or just Gauze, we're liking what she's been seeing as well. And I'm really happy for them, because they were rewarded with a goal tonight. Well, both units were. But it's been there. It's been coming. It's been a long time coming. But you know, I'm satisfied that Unit 2 is scoring, but I would still like Unit 1 to score as well, because it does feed into 5-on-5 play, and it does help them find the groove. It kind of works interchangeably, power play to 5-on-5 and 5-on-5 to power play. So we'll get there, but lots of hard work being put in.
What does Tabin do well? What does she do well, Tabin, on the PK exactly?
Yeah, very aggressive, good stick, good body positioning, willing to block shots, being able to clear pucks as well, fearless. You know, I think that she's done a good job for us, and she continues to grow in that department. And, you know, she plays PK, power play, 5-on-5, so we use her all over the place. But, you know, just I really like the element that she brings. It's a little bit intimidating for the power play, especially when they're trying to break in, and, you know, she's kind of cutting across, and same with Maggie as well. Like, Maggie is a tank, and she will run you over if you are in the way, and I love that about her. And Tabin's the same way, so we like them together. Merci.